This is a critique and educational discussion developed under fair use and fair dealing. It is also developed under free speech protections, which gives me the right to hold an opinion. Commenters are encouraged to share their perspectives. Now, we all know that there's a particular family on YouTube which has been warring for the past 3 years, and peace is far from them, literally. So, 2 members of the family which are fighting now are UK Family Show and Peace. Peace was first introduced to us on these streets in September of 2024, and she has been rumbling and bustling about her sister. We've all known that she has been waiting to blow and to spill things about her sister, UK. And in the past week, her intentions have become clear, with live stream after live stream directly targeting her sister. Now, this video is about one of those live streams. I do not have the time to go through the nitty-gritty of this family because it is messy and it would take me the whole of 2025 to do it. So the only thing that I want us to discuss in this video is the question that Peace raises in her latest live stream. In that live stream, she is accusing her sister of being the cause of every family member's problems, and that her sister UK tried to pie her daughter. So this is what I want us to discuss in this video. There are 3 charges, therefore, that Peace is making against UK. She is, number 1, saying that she is the cause of all the family's problems. Number 2, she has attempted to pie her child at birth in 2010, and then 8 years later, she attempted to try and pie that child again. Now, is Peace correct? Let us analyze. Now, one of the big things I want to say is the lack of critical thinking in the Nigerian YouTube space among some people is just absolutely crazy. Because when Peace came out with this video, all I heard was, "Oh, UK is bad. She wants to kill her sister. That woman is wicked." There seemed to be no critical thinking there at all. What do I mean by critical thinking? Critical thinking means that you have certain skills, such as somebody tells you something like the cat has shit in the church. You don't just say, "Oh, here, the cat has shit in the church." You at least ask questions. Which color was the shit? Did it smell? Which type of cat was it? How did the cat enter that church in the first place? You see, yeah. So these are the type of questions that you should ask when somebody comes out with, "Hey, you guys tried to pie my child." But instead, we've seen some people here who don't seem to have any critical thinking at all. So this is what we want to discuss. Let's start with the first charge. Charge number 1, that UK is the source of all of my problems.
Ukeme, Sunday Ekanem, my senior sister. Ukeme, why will you say you are not my problem in this life when in fact every single problem I have had this life originated from you? You still have the guts, the effrontery to come online and say you are not my problem in this life. Is it that you've forgotten the things you did?
So you are saying that UK is the cause of all of their problems. So these are the other members of the family that we have discussed before. So UK caused the problem with the dodgy certificate. UK was the one that made somebody, a particular person, fatherless. UK is the one that has stopped somebody from pursuing her dreams of law, and her punishment now is that she's going to be stuck in the village running her mother's school. UK is the source of all of their problems? I find that hard to believe.
We have always been looking for her.
Now, as I said before, I don't want to waste my time going too much into this family and all the drama and everything. Maybe that would be another video, a few more videos, because it's very messy. But just to give some context, I just want you to understand Peace, and the fact that Peace has had a very, very up and down, messy life. The main thing is that she keeps absconding, leaving and coming back. from her family. So she was very young, 18, 19. She dropped out from school. Then on and off for the past 14 years, she hasn't spoken to her father, maybe because she dropped out from school. Then she's been living in poverty with her boyfriend, who they've been trying to get her to leave and come back home because the boyfriend didn't really have anything that he was doing. Then she now returns home to the mother's house, but then the boyfriend comes for her. She leaves again, and then they don't see her for some time. And then there's domestic violence. She returns back to the family house again. So as you can see, just up and down, up and down. So for me, I would say that the first charge against UK, that she's the cause of all the family's problems, not guilty. Not guilty. How can she be the cause of all the problems? They have enough problems by themselves. She cannot possibly have caused all those things. Peace's life has been messy to date. The other family members have their own drama to sort out. She's not the cause of those problems. So that first charge, not guilty. Now, the second charge is that she tried to pie the child at birth.
Tried to pie my daughter. My first daughter was at the police station while you were fighting that guy. Do you remember? My daughter was just 7 days old. While they were talking, we were talking, you were fighting. The next thing that came out of my own elder sister's mouth is, let me even buy that thing that you call a child. And she came to me, she grabbed my child and started squeezing the 7 days old child. And that was when all the police people stood up. Madam, are you a witch? How can you squeeze a newborn baby like that? Blah, 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 blah. They grabbed the baby from you. And there was blood on 7 days old baby. That was your first attempt to buy my daughter.
So remember, we are critical thinkers now. We are not just going to say, hey, UK, oh, you're bad. Oh, so you took this child, you squeezed it with blood all over, which is what some people are saying. No, we have to ask the question that, does this actually make sense? Now, number one, the child was not 7 days old, because at 7 days or 8 days, UK says she came down for the naming ceremony. She went back to school. So this was like a few weeks later. So that, number one, is a lie. But the other question we should ask ourselves is, what did Peace do next? Did she A, rush the daughter to the hospital? B, did she do nothing? Or C, did she get UK arrested? Tell me what you think.
And she came to me, she grabbed the child and started squeezing the 7 days old child. And there was blood all over this 7 days old baby. That was your first attempt to buy my daughter.
So what did Peace do next?
You did that. I didn't mind.
You said what, Peace? What did you say? So she has grabbed your baby and has squeezed, and there's blood all over, and you said what?
I didn't mind.
I beg. People, does that make sense to you? Somebody took your child, squeezed the living daylights out of that child. There was blood all over. And you said you didn't mind? Please, UK is not guilty on charge number 2. There is no way.
I still say, oh, probably it's just anger. Right?
UK is not guilty. Yeah? And besides, this is very different from UK's account of what happened. I don't want to know why they were in the police station and everything else, because like I said, this video would be too long. We are only trying to answer, did she try to pie this child?
That was a big fatal lie. If we be whole picking make blood come out, we no go rush picking they go hospital. Una not a reason to lie. Blood was coming out. Then we now allowed her. She can't sit there for the police station. Make she no gree follow us go house till the day break. Una not a listen to lie when person dey lie for una.
And besides, the fact is, I told you before, Peace goes and comes, goes and comes. So after that police station incident where she said that her child had blood all over, but she didn't mind, she still left to go back with her boyfriend. They didn't hear from her for 3 to 4 years, until she now turns back again. And this time she turns up again with not just now the 4-year-old child, but she now has a 3-month-old new baby. Yeah. Is this the action of somebody who they've tried to pie the child? and she now comes back to that same person that tried to pie her child. So as I said before, UK is not guilty of charge number 1, and she's not guilty of charge number 2. Now let's go to charge number 3, that she attempted to now pie that child again. The child now is 8 years old.
Tried to pie my first daughter the second time. That baby girl was about 8 years old. She said, okay, since you are busy at work, send your children down for holiday. So I sent my daughters about 2 days after my children went to her place. I had a very terrible dream. In that dream, one of my daughters cried, and I called my elder sister. What thing they happen? What is going on? I didn't tell her the dream though. I just told her I had a dream. Is everything okay? She said yes.
People, the question is, critical thinkers, why didn't Peace tell her sister what the dream was about? Why? And then also, why didn't she either rush down to go and see her children, because she was not living far? Or it's 2018, there are mobile phones. Why did she not say, can I speak to my daughter? So that her daughter would explain to her that she was fine. She did neither of those things. So did this dream actually happen?
There's this rechargeable lamp. It's just a wood with 3 dots, bulbs, and you can put a battery, blah, blah. That's what she was using at the time. It has metal, 2 pointing metals that they fixed to the wood. My daughter had mistakenly swallowed that bulb.
Now, this is another thing which is very important to understand. She says that her daughter had mistakenly swallowed the bulb. She doesn't say that UK gave her something to drink and it had this bulb inside. She said it was a mistake. And this is very important to understand. How does she know the exact day that it happened? Yeah, because she's now trying to explain that, you know, when she spoke to her sister about this dream, her sister already knew that the child had swallowed something. But remember, Peace did not find out, she said, about this choking incident until 3 months later. So how does she know the exact date that this thing actually occurred?
As at the time I was asking my sister, did anything happen? My daughter had already swallowed that bulb. And my sister was aware that my daughter had swallowed that bulb at that time. And I kept asking, are you sure they are okay? Are you sure they are okay? Do you need to send them back? She said no. She said, okay, since you are busy at work, send your children down for holiday.
Now, I don't think that your children were going there just for the holiday. I think that UK was actually your regular babysitter or nanny, because UK would now describe how she was looking after your children.
If she know her children fit come my side, I'll care for them. She go to work, come back in the evening. Those children will be with me in my house. So our children have been staying with us. They've been playing with my children. No problem.
Now, UK is now going to explain to us what actually happened on that day. Let us critically think about what UK is going to tell us.
So, me, I was doing something. This girl carried that thing. I did not even know. The only thing we were hearing was... So me, I shout, say, what is that? I ran to where she was. What's happening? He said, I swallowed something. You swallowed what? What did you swallow? He said, one small thing. So I was playing with one thing and they now tried to show me. I did not even know that the thing was like metal. That thing was this thing that they call after NEPA. So the one she swallowed was the one that was pulled off already. It was when we were now asking her, what did it weigh? She said, Bob. She was insisting, Bob. I was like, wait. She now showed me that's the remaining one from the two. So the Bob was still there. We never saw any metal.
And so what UK is saying is that the bulb was still there. She did not see any metal that was missing. So she wasn't sure whether this child actually has swallowed anything. Something underneath the bulb might have been what the girl put in her mouth. It looks like maybe the child took the bulb out of the holder and was maybe playing with it with the other children, and then something happened that, made her put the bulb back, but she didn't realize that the pin maybe underneath the bulb had broken off inside her mouth. Now, for me, UK has not made any mistakes so far. She did not give this child the bulb to put in her mouth. Her main and only mistake is like what many mothers will do.
I first of all run. I went and brought palm oil. I said, let me give her first. Then I now try to put my hand. You understand? I try to put my hand in her mouth to see if maybe it will even make her to vomit anything.
Now, you may be tempted to go and stick your fingers in your child's mouth and try and dig out whatever is in there. If you do this, you may push that object further down.
If the object is visible and you can remove the object with 100% confidence, proceed in doing so. If the object is visible and you do not have 100% confidence in your ability to remove it, or the object is not visible, do not for any reason place your fingers inside of the child's mouth. Placing your fingers inside of the child's mouth will likely result in the object becoming further lodged inside of the child's airway.
So like I said, that for me is the only maybe error that UK made. But then many mothers will make that error. You see that the child is gasping, you don't know if there's something there, you try and take the thing out. But as he said, if you attempt to do it, you can sometimes push the thing back further. So what does she do next?
So me, just like as it is here now, I just think and say, okay, maybe it will be just round, maybe it will swallow shit am out too.
UK made the correct assumption because something has gone inside the mouth. So there are two tubes inside the neck at the back of the mouth. So there's the airway tube at the front that goes towards the lungs, and then there's the tube at the back that goes towards the stomach. So when you have food, what stops food going down the airway tube is that you have this small flap of skin called the epiglottis, which will now cover this tube automatically as there's food in the mouth, forcing the food to go down this tube. But sometimes when you eat food very quickly, or you have something in your mouth and then you are startled, you are shocked, or you are laughing, sometimes by mistake the food or whatever's in your mouth, instead of going down this tube into the stomach, can sometimes by accident go into the airway. And that's what happened more than likely in this situation. So you can see here two tubes. The front tube goes into the lungs, and then there's a back tube that goes all the way into the stomach.
We're now waiting to see if it will come out. And she can't shit. I did not say anything. To me, I just like, let's observe her. So within 10-15 minutes, she started playing. All of them begin to run up and down again. So in my own thought, I was like, let's just observe her. If he get as it will be, we will know what to do.
So let's continue to critically think. Why does Peace say that UK wanted to pie her daughter?
Let me know how I wanted to pie your daughter. Let me know how I wanted to pie your daughter.
If she was not planning to pie that child, what would it have cost her to say, oh, your child did this, so I don't have the money to take this child to the hospital. Take her, let them check. Why was she trying to hide it? Why was she trying to keep it a secret from me? Till after like 3 months, I had to go to the hospital and find out.
Peace is saying that she was not told. Peace is a fat liar. Honestly speaking. When Peace come, I say these children, if you put person for trouble, see Audrey just they carry Bob swallow. And Peace is coming to say nobody told her. Who never told you? Even the pikin tell you. So, how am I the one? Am I the one that carried the thing and gave the child to put in the child's mouth? So you dare not come and lay that kind of foolish, useless allegation that I wanted to buy your daughter. I beg, if you don't get waiting to tell masses, don't come use Ukeme.
So now let us try and work out if UK is guilty. To find out if UK is guilty, we have to work out if Peace was actually told about the choking incident.
Since after that day, my daughter was never the same. She started coughing. She would be feverish. She'll be having this very serious high fever. We'll go to the pharmacy. We'll go to the hospital. We'll do malaria and typhoid tests. They'll give her drugs. She wasn't getting better. It 1 month, 2 months.
So we did 1 week, 2 weeks, nothing happened to this child. 3 weeks, nothing happened. Even me said, my mind don't come out because I don't feel that God, I thank you.
So, can you work out now why Peace looks like she's lying that she was not told about the choking incident? Can you work out what the issue is? Let's continue.
Why was she trying to hide it from me? It was my elder brother that told me, we don't they do tests, they give this girl drugs. See how much we don't spend. So my elder brother had to tell me, carry this girl, go hospital. We went to Asokoro General Hospital. Since the blood test was saying it was malaria and typhoid, let's do x-ray to check what was going on.
So, can you not see what the problem is and why Peace is lying? Okay, let me tell you. So, she's saying that UK never told her about the choking incident. Yeah? So, if UK never told her about the choking incident and she took her child home and the child was becoming sick and sick and sick, why is she only reaching out to the brother? Because why is she not reaching out to UK, who is her sister, who's been taking care of her child? Yeah? The only explanation that she would have as to why in that 3 months that she only reached out to the brother is because she was angry with UK. The only reason why she would maybe be angry with UK is if UK told her about the choking incident and maybe Peace felt, you were negligent. So my child was choking and then you didn't do anything for my child apart from palm oil, and then she was angry with UK. So for 3 months she never spoke to UK. The child was sick. She only reached out to the brother. But she's saying that UK never told her about the choking incident. So therefore she had no reason to be angry. So when that child was becoming sick, she would have reached out to UK. So as far as I'm concerned, Peace is lying. And I believe UK that actually the child was okay for 1 month and 2 months until she became unwell, which fits with the fact that she had swallowed something which maybe was now giving her an infection. Infection will sometimes take some time to show itself. Yeah, so it all fits together. So I feel that Peace was lying, and that UK actually was aware. She was aware of the choking incident, and UK also was aware when the child finally became unwell at 3 months.
The hospital matter, it was not her alone. It was all of us. After 3 months, she that told me that Audrey cough out blood. I said, wait till me that one. Why Audrey go cough out blood? And she told me, she told my brother. We even deliberated the hospital. I said, take her to hospital. I was like, blood. Let them go around and x-ray, let's know.
And the x-ray also reveals that there was no pie attempt. Why? Because UK has all the information about that x-ray. Now, if Peace was not speaking to, and there was no reason why she should not be speaking to UK unless she was angry because she was told about the choking. But she was told about the choking, but she wasn't angry because she herself didn't even think that there was anything wrong. She waited for 3 months until the child became unwell. Yeah? So the x-ray also reveals that there was no pie attempt.
She brought the x-ray. She showed me, show my brother, that we now saw the ball terminal waiting. Now they will notice, say, I can't scream.
So this is where they noticed that that part at the bottom of the bulb was now seen on the chest x-ray.
My daughter's lungs had collapsed, filled with pox.
They saw that one side of her something was already pus, blood.
So what they saw on the chest x-ray were the 2 lungs. They saw one normal lung, and then they saw the other lung was very small because it had been compressed by all of the pus, all of this white area which was around. And you can see that here, normal lung and then a collapsed lung surrounded by all of this pus. So all of this pus is infection from that bulb terminal that had been sitting there for about 3 months. It is called an empyema, when there is pus filling the area around the lungs.
They referred me to another hospital, Alliance Hospital. They need to operate on her lungs. For them to get to the lungs, they have to pass through her ribs. They have to open her ribs. They successfully removed the bulb.
Now, do you know what usually happens after this type of surgery? More than likely, the doctor would have come and told Peace, how did she get that thing inside the lung? When did it get there? And Peace would have to have told them, oh, it happened 3 months ago. And the doctor would have really given it to Peace and said, you are negligent. Did you take her to the hospital? How was this missed? And Peace would have to have said, no, we didn't go because we didn't see anything come out. And the doctor would have said, you are negligent. Do you not know that choking is the #1 cause of death in children? You should have brought her to the hospital straight away for a checkup 3 months ago. Why wait? So I think this discussion that she would have had with the doctor is what has made Peace now come out today to try and cover up and say that UK tried to pie her daughter because she didn't tell her. Meanwhile, Peace herself knew. So she's blaming UK 6 years later.
It was a very, very traumatic experience for me as a mother. And a very painful one that my own sister would put me in such a situation. If she was not planning to buy that child, what would it have cost her to say, oh, your child did this, so I don't have the money to take this child to the hospital. Take her, let them check. Why was she trying to hide it from me?
Peace, why will you never take responsibility for your own actions? As I said to you before, you know that you had this discussion with that doctor, and that doctor would have said, 3 months ago, madam, why did you wait for 3 months now? Why, as soon as you knew that this girl had swallowed something or something was in the mouth and she was, you didn't bring her for a checkup, x-ray, nothing. You understand? This is the reason why you are so upset. But now you're coming to use this excuse that UK never told you. And this is why we know that, you are lying, Peace. So look at the first column. This is UK's version that she told you about the choking, and then you and UK observed the child for 2 months. The child was okay, but then in the 3rd month, the child started coughing up blood, and then Peace told UK about it. UK said, let's do an x-ray, and then it confirmed that there was this bulb terminal inside. Yeah, that's UK's version. Your version is that, you didn't know anything about the choking. And then when you took her from UK's house from day one, how do you know it was even day one? Because you don't even know that there was choking there. She got worse despite giving her malaria treatment. And then finally, 3 months later, your brother is now suggesting do an x-ray, and then it now shows that she has this bulb and the lungs are filled with pus. So then you only find out about the choking after you ask your daughter after the surgery that, oh, what happened? And she says, oh, yeah, she choked in UK's house. But this is why I know that you're lying. Because if you didn't know about the choking, then why would you not tell UK that the child was becoming ill? You said from day one after leaving. Because you're not angry with UK, yeah? If you had said to us, oh yeah, she told me about the choking, I was angry with her because she was negligent for allowing the choking to happen in the house, I could understand that. And so because I was angry with her, we were arguing. When she was becoming sick for 3 months, I never contacted UK. But there was no reason to be angry because you said she didn't tell you about the choking, yeah? But we know that she told you about the choking. And then probably the other reason why you're trying to now say that UK did this is because the surgeon after the operation, or even with the x-ray, would say, madam, how did you allow your daughter to have this thing? When did this happen? And then you would have told him 3 months. And you say, madam, you waited 3 months. You could have lost this child. Yeah. So now you're trying to shift the blame onto UK for not informing you about the choking incident. This is what happened. So for that reason, I'm once again going to say for charge number 3, attempted child pie, 2018. And perhaps Peace should be blaming Editorial's husband, who has a YouTube channel where he shows how to do DIY things yourself, including the After NEPA product that was faulty. Was he the one that supplied it to UK Family Show? Is he the one that Peace should actually be blaming? Let me know in the comments down below. So, another reason why I'm also going to say that UK is not guilty and you are lying about what happened is because I would assume after 2018, when you found out about what has happened to your child, that UK tried to pie your child by not telling you about the choking incident, you would have cut off all contact from her, right?
You see, after that incident, I became very, very skeptical about my daughters going for holiday anywhere. Every time UK places a call to me, I know it's a danger sign. I don't even bother to pick. Neither do I even bother to respond. Let her just day her day.
And is this the reason why your two cousins are now cooking up, once again, some lies about how you have not seen your sister for 8 years? I mean, even if what they're saying is true, it's not even 8 years, it's 6 years. Because 2018, which is when this happened, to 2024, is 6 years, not 8 years.
She don't move on. She don't move on. Run away from Ukeme and the family. She don't cut ties with them. Ukeme has never spoken to her sister, since 8 years ago. That you only have one sister in the whole world. And you and your sister, they are not at peace. And you have still not even look for a way to even, about 8 years now, you don't know the whereabouts of your sister.
Well, guys, let me shock you. Let me give you the biggest proof that Peace is lying about UK trying to pie her child. Now, remember, this incident happened in 2018. In March 2018, thereabouts. And the reason why I know it happened in March 2018 thereabouts is because part of the money for the surgery was paid by editorial. Yeah? Now, UK describes how editorial came down to the hospital with 500k, and following her to the hospital was her stepfather. Yeah? And her stepfather usually lives in Lagos. But this incident, choking incident, happened in Abuja. The only time he came to Abuja to see editorial was in around March 2018 when she posted this video. So this is the reason why we know this happened in 2018.
We were now battling how my cousin's sister, if she have, let her give us. We begged and begged her, disturb her. Me said, I don't let me, she rest. I said, I beg them. Before my cousin and her stepdad now drove down with the money.
So this is where I say it's going to become very shocking and will really reveal UK is not guilty and that Peace is a liar. So 2018, right, you would expect that Peace's daughters will never be around UK again. So why is it that there's video upon video upon video of Peace's daughters in UK's house? UK still doing the babysitting, UK still caring for the children. So here you can see Peace's daughter in the pink, and UK is with her while she was being crowned winner of a beauty pageant. This is in July 2019. Remember, this is a year after the attempted pie incident. Then, in November 2019, once again, you can see Peace's eldest daughter, the one that had the choking incident, and Peace's youngest daughter here celebrating with UK and her family, the rest of the family, on UK's birthday. Why would a mother who has said that UK tried to pie her daughter still allow those same daughters to be around UK? Then, December 2019, in UK's house again, grandmum comes to stay. And who is there? Lo and behold, Peace's two daughters and UK's son, looking after grandma. See, UK's son.
Yeah, this is my grandma combing her hair. Comb her hair very soon.
This is Peace's daughter there, the eldest one, and this is the youngest daughter. And then in May 2020, it goes on and on and on. Peace's eldest daughter, you can see his hair in the pink. Peace's youngest daughter is hair. And they're celebrating with UK's eldest son, Fortune, on his 7th birthday. So people, does this look like somebody who is so scared of UK and the fact that she attempted to pie her daughter, that she never wants anything to do with UK again, that she would be scared to pick her call? Tell me. So March 2021, here you can see Peace with UK and the brother attending the brother's introduction. This is in March 2021. This is the mother who says that she doesn't want UK around her children because she attempted to pie them. She's staying on her own.
Yeah, so I have here a wonderful family meeting. You're meeting the family. Peace. Say hi, everybody. Peace. Hi.
And once again, who's there? Peace's eldest daughters, around the woman that tried to pie the oldest child. So this is the reason why I keep saying that the charges against UK are all dismissed. Charge number 1, charge number 2, and definitely charge number 3. Now, after 2021, Peace disappears until we see her back on YouTube in September 2024, where she starts to accuse her sister, little by little, of doing terrible things. Why did Peace disappear? What was the reason she gave?
I moved away from the family in 2021, and that's because a lot was just going on, and as a person, I choose peace. No need for the quarrels, no need for the fights. I just choose to move away for the sake of my mental health and sanity.
So I would have expected that she would have made or she would have mentioned 2018 that she moved away because her daughter, they tried to pie the daughter. But no, she moved away, she said, in 2021 because she's tired of fighting and arguments. There was no mention of pie, yeah, or pieing the daughter. And on top of that, you can see the drastic change in Peace.
So you just expect me to sleep and wake up morning and pretend like nothing ever happened, or you never did anything to me?
And it's clear that something is going on with Peace, because that 2018 where she said that the daughter had that operation and she was so scared of UK almost pied the daughter. It was the first year that she also opened her YouTube channel in August of 2018. She didn't seem to have any issues there. You can see her, she looks very healthy, and she's talking about erections.
Chewing a minimum of 10 grams of sugar few hours before intercourse will help your erection last longer and improve your performance sexually.
So something happened between 2018, when this incident happened with the attempted pie, which we now know is false, and 2024. You can see a drastic change in Peace. Something has really gone wrong. And this is one of the reasons why I don't really like analyzing this Peace situation, because I don't believe that I'm dealing with somebody who is very, very strong. And it's the reason why I'm very angry with Editorial and G-Gift for bringing this woman out, and her supporters for bringing her out, and not looking at what's staring them in the face, that there is something wrong. This is not the first time that Peace has lied. In the first video I did about Peace, I showed how she lied. I've done other videos where I showed how she lies. It's almost like she's a pathological liar, but she actually believes what she says. So what happened to Peace between 2018 and 2024? In fact, what happened to Peace after 2021?
She is my problem in this life. Just pretending to have forgotten the things you did. Huh? Is it that you've forgotten the things you did?
What did UK do that has led to Peace since 2021 losing so much weight, coming back talking about how UK is her biggest problem in life, all the things that she did to her, and why? Could it be something as simple as catfish? Don't tell me it's catfish.
Varieties. Yeah, I have here Mr. Greet them now. Why are you smiling? You know,
I'm smiling because I'm her
she
accountant.
can't stand like this, not too tough. He's too tall.
I'm her accountant. I only count her money. That, no more, no less.
Yes,
This is
that's
the cash
great.
madam.
And here is Peace. Yeah. So she's also my sister. Kingsley is my brother. So guys.
So Peace, do you want to tell me that a catfish now they worry you? Now wow.
When she brought up idea that she wants to do fish pond, you saw how we built the first one. How is it compound? You saw how they built the second one. And you are number 3 person to come and build. And we are telling you, this is what should be done. That how can you want to build a pond without digging the ground? My brother and I even draw her attention and told her that this thing might fall. She now said my brother should leave the team. She will allow her to do her thing. So, they now built that pond. In less than 2 weeks, that pond collapsed. Because you feel you know too much and nobody can talk to you or tell you something.
And so, this is the reason why Peace came back angry onto YouTube in September of 2024. Can you believe it, guys? Catfish. And because of this catfish issue, she has now turned it into UK. You tried to pie my daughter.
As that pond fell, definitely another bitterness now entered my sister. Before you know now, her reasoning went to another level. Her reasoning now went to another level. After 3-4 days, the next thing, just like that too. My sister somebody that was living close to us. Before you know, we did not see her. We did not see the children. She didn't even tell us she was packing. She disappeared. Now I'm be up to today more than they see so.
So Peace, why are you like this? This continual cycle of you don't get your own way, you disappear for a few years, and you come back. It's like every 3 to 4 years you leave, then you come back. You leave, and then you come back. Yeah? But this time you're coming back, and you are now trying to say that somebody tried to pie your child, which we have proved to be wrong. Peace, try and stop all this kind of stuff, please. So guys, I often say that, the reason why these videos are so important is they are educational, because they really help us to try and avoid the same situation in our own family. So what do you think? Tell me in the comments down below. Do you think UK is guilty, or do you think Peace is lying?